Ooh, Matthew.
Hello.
Let me guess, you've been in the meeting and it kicked you out, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
I was on the wrong day. Wait a second. On the wrong week, and I clicked on the meeting at literally the same time, the same amount of people. So I was 100% convinced it's the right meeting. And it asked me, there is another meeting running. Do you want to close it? And in my head, I was like, oh, it means AJ is still on the call with someone. Let me wait for 30 seconds and then close it. I closed it. There was no one in the meeting. I'm like, I think it may be the wrong day. And I opened the calendar again and I see that the red line is missing where you normally see like what time is in the calendar right now. I was like, oh shit, wrong day. Yeah. But then how are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. As you can see, my voice is more or less back. So that's,
Yeah,
always a
I
good thing
see.
to hear.
Yeah, I don't know if you also sent a message to her, but Nika was also on the meeting right now.
I just sent her a message, but give me 1 second. Maybe I'm just gonna give her
Yeah,
a call.
okay,
I don't know
okay,
if
okay.
she's on WhatsApp. Give me 1 second.
Okay, good. Yeah, well, I'm good. I'm just not sure right now if it's better to do single dialing while cold calling or just to get back to double dialing, because of course with single dialing I can reach out to more people, but also pickup rate is not really good, not as good as it used to be with double dialing. So that's something I want to discuss with AJ tomorrow.
No, I'm just giving a call, Nika. That's
Yeah, okay.
okay. So what were you saying? Sorry, you said you were currently wobbling in between double dialing, or what was the other thing?
Single dialing during cold calling, yeah.
Hmm. Well, okay. How are you doing double dialing?
Uh, so I first just call those people and I created a new something in a go high level when I move
Pipeline,
all the people.
stage,
Stage, yeah,
stage of the pipeline.
correct. Yeah, so I created a new stage in pipeline and I move when they don't pick up. I just move them from newly to double dialing, and I don't know, maybe after 30 dials, when I have like 30 people in this stage, I just call them again.
Oh, see, I was thinking when you said double dialing, I was thinking that you were using, like, for example, a bot where you can call two people at the same time.
Yeah, no. Just the same people, but twice. But
I don't think
I
it's necessary, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, but that's what I tried before because I've been also struggling with
Okay.
my pickup rate because it was pretty bad, and Nikita came up with double dialing, and it's been working for me
Yeah.
because, yeah, of course, the thing is that I was not able to do as much cold calls as now, or as many cold calls
Yeah.
as now, but my pickup rate was good, right? So from 100 people, I was always talking with 40 people, let's say, right? And
Yeah.
today, let's say for today, for example, from 230 people. Yeah.
Well, technically speaking, it still counts as a dial because yes, you're calling the same person, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it is another call, so it is still counting as a dial. Well, let me put it this way: if you see an improvement, why would you change it? Why would you change something that works?
Uh, well, we discussed this with Nikita and we decided just to try get back to single dialing. And for some days, yeah, it's been working. I had like 25% pickup rate, and also I was able to call more people.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, technically speaking, I was still doing, let's say, 200 dials per day, but in the end of the day, it was just 100 unique persons, like
Yeah, because it was the
150.
same people. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Look,
now, yeah. So now
what it make? Yeah. Speak.
okay, sorry. So now the thing is, if it's better to call 100 people, but have 40% pickup rate, or to call 200 people and have, I don't know, 15, 20.
How do people respond when they pick up?
Well, actually, sometimes usually it was not bad response. Like they let me to go through my script, and I also was able to book in some meetings from the second dial. So I don't have the exact numbers, but some meetings was
Mm,
from the second dial.
well, it would be actually very good if you can separate those and you can actually have the numbers because then the decision will be 1000% easier.
Yeah,
However,
I don't
taking into
have.
consideration you don't have them, I
Hmm.
will say on the days where you don't have as much time, I will do single dials because then you can reach more people.
Hmm.
And when you have more time, I will just double dial. So you
Okay.
are still keeping the same amount of new people reached, but you still have the possibility of double dialing.
Hmm.
Like I get the concept why it's probably better to do the double dialing, especially when you say the pickup rate is higher and you actually book the appointments from it, because it's very similar to when someone tells you I'm currently not available, and instead of you just hanging up, you just ask, oh, okay, that's absolutely fine. When will you be available? Like what time will work best for you where I can call you again? Is it an hour or the same when someone says to you, they are in the meeting right now?
Hmm.
Because this is also where I have always booked the most meetings. It was not coming from new dials. It was coming from, for example, when I called someone, when I promised them that I actually will call them in an hour.
Hmm.
Yeah, just do it that way, at least for now, and try to separate the data so you can actually see it. Where you can like in the days where you don't have as much time, just do single dialing, so you can just reach out more people to more people in the time that you have available. And on the days where you don't have as like where you have more time, then just double dial so you can maximize the outcome of those new people reach out to.
Hmm.
Nika. Nika, hello. Mrs. Pocahontas.
Hey,
How are you doing?
doing good. How are you?
Doing good.
Just tell me if I'm wrong, but in Notion there is like a way to upload the sales calls, right?
Yes,
Uh,
if you open a private page
yeah.
and you type in slash, I think video. Yeah, video. Then you can choose video, and then you can choose if you want to paste a link or if you want to upload a video there, like a video file.
Okay.
Yes, Mrs. Pocahontas has a sales call you can review. So this time, Matthew, you're not gonna be, you know, this time you're gonna enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been uploading it on your email because I couldn't find it, but it takes a lot of internet, so
Why have you just not uploaded it to Google Drive?
I did that when I got like the part where I was waiting for the client to come, but I don't know, I fucked up somewhere.
Wait, was it recorded with Zoom?
Yes.
Do you know that you can also just give me Zoom access to the Zoom recording that I can open and see? Unless you have downloaded it on your like on your laptop from the cloud.
Yeah, I think I put it on my laptop now. Wait.
Oh, okay. If you want, you can go to Zoom website, go to recordings and see if you have it in the cloud. Because if yes, then we don't need to wait for you to upload it. You can just simply send me the link. But in the meantime, while she's figuring it out, Matthew, any more questions? Anything else I can assist you with?
Yeah, well, actually, maybe one more thing, because with AJ on the call, like he booked a call by using my calendar link. So we just wanted to test, like I had a problem with when,
I remember your problem.
yeah,
I
okay.
remember it.
So now it's working, but I booked another sales call today from cold calling, and she said that she didn't receive confirmation email, but probably she has this email, or she had this email in spam. So
Yeah.
I should just ask her. So can you just please check your spam folder?
Oh no, literally, yeah. Just literally say, oh, okay, that's kind of odd. Could you just refresh your email inbox and in the worst case just go to spam?
Okay.
Because take to consideration, it's not your email, it's Calendly's email.
Yeah, that's also what I can actually say during this call. So it's not my fault actually, but it's
Yeah,
what
no, just
Calendly.
literally say, oh, okay, that's odd. Normally, like literally, if she will find it in spam, you can say, oh, that's unusual. Maybe Calendly has some issues.
Yeah, well, actually, I reached out to Calendly support, and they told me that Google changed like some rules about spams and like things like that. So maybe
Yeah,
that's the
like
issue.
Google detects it differently now. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of emails are just going into spam, especially if you have a company email and your company has not marked it as a trust or
Mm-hmm.
like trust contact, then it just goes into a spam. But that's absolutely fine. You just she say it like this. Oh, that's odd that you have not received it yet. Can you just refresh the inbox for me? And in the worst case, just look into your spam. And then
Yeah.
literally, if it's in the spam, you just say, oh, maybe Calendly has some issues.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds good.
Just act as if you have never seen it before.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But she actually checked the calendar during our call, and she had this meeting in calendar, so it should be fine.
Yeah. And yeah. Now, like, literally, you can either tell them to go to the calendar or their email because they can also accept it from the. Did you just send it to me on fucking Gmail?
Yeah.
Fire me. Wait a second. I just looked at down at my phone because it glow up and I get confused. No, just literally, you can tell them to open either the email or the calendar, because in the calendar they can also accept it.
Yeah.
40 minutes, not bad. Yes, Matthew.
No, I
Yes.
fucked up. You're gonna say I fucked up. I know.
I'm gonna open my
That's
notebook in that case. Yes, Matthew.
Yeah. What I want. Yeah. So the problem was first time when I thought it's like those people are not able to see our meetings in calendar. I also reach out to Calendly support, and their advice was just to switch this notification from calendar invitation to email notification, to email confirmation or something like that. And now we just switch it back to calendar. And also when AJ booked in a call by using my Calendly, he received both. Like he saw this meeting in calendar, and also he received an email confirmation. So now it
that's
should
good.
work. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's
So,
literally the one you want to have.
Yeah.
But then again, sometimes if it's an unknown email or if it's a company email, because I can tell you from experience, you will get a notification on email. It will not show up in your calendar because you need to click a button on your email when it asks you if you know this person, so they can put it into your calendar.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. I don't think we have enough time to actually review the whole thing, and at least a half of it. Are you guys ready? Oh, don't fucking tell me it's whole black.
That's
No,
coming
I
up
thought I
with me.
cut
So
that off.
No. That's fine. Don't worry about it, Nika. Fuck me.
you.
I'm terrific. Thank you very much.
What? Nika,
Hi, good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm terrific. Thank you very much.
No problem. I'm
So,
sorry. I know that we had a call. I think we had a.
could you explain to me why your opening is when you ask someone how is someone doing, you say, I'm terrific.
I don't know. I was nervous.
Please don't do that again. Matthew, how would you react? You will come to a sales call. You say, hey, how are you doing? Like someone asks you how you're doing. You say, great, how about yourself? And the person says to you, terrific.
A call at 10.
Yes.
It's actually we have it's President Day today, so I'm actually working from home, and I have my kids with me, so I apologize. That's why I was trying to push it down.
That's not a problem.
Yeah, but they're still with me, so I apologize the background noise. But I did wanted to join. I didn't want to not join the meeting.
Well, thank you for attending in that case.
You don't need to thank in that case. What you say, cool, appreciate the clarification. Just please don't make it happen again. Just simple as that. Because currently he is putting himself underneath you, and that gives you a lot of space or like throughout the call. But you're just literally saying, oh no, that's not a problem, mister. Thank you very much for attending. I'm so happy to see you. Like, I know it's your first call, so nonetheless, just keep that in mind.
I don't mind kids on the background. I can barely hear them, so.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
So, what made you decide to come on the call today?
Well, we're still searching. So we took over. We have two locations for this med spa. We have one location that's coming up, opening in about a week time, so by the 25th. And then the one
Okay.
that we currently have that we took over, that was a running business we took over in December. We've just been trying to go through some marketing partners, but none of them have really showed us results where the leads are actually good leads. We're getting leads, but they're not really converting. People are not answering. Like we
Mm,
get 15 leads a day, but then only one will answer or two will answer, and then those out of those somebody will show up, somebody will not show up. So, we're kind of hurting on marketing side. So that's why I'm looking for other marketing partner to see what can be done.
okay. Well, before we get onto it, I first gonna have to ask you some questions about where you are and where you want to go.
Of course.
Okay. In that case, let's dive into it. So you said you took over this one in December and you're gonna open another one on the 25th. Is it gonna be under the same name or?
Yeah, they're both under the same name. So the one that we took over, it's in Lincoln Park, um, and it's in Chicago. And then the one that we are opening is also in Chicago, but that's about 10 miles away from this location. And that's in South Loop, Chicago. They're both around downtown Chicago.
Okay. So do you have any other med spas I need to reconsider with or another source of income?
No, these are the two med spas that we currently own. That we're trying to make sure. Obviously, the new one is gonna. We understand it's new. It'll take some time, but the one that's running that we took over from different ownership, they did good for 8 years. They were there for almost 8 years, but the last year they kind of tanked because they weren't open every day. They weren't fully staffed, so something happened between their partners, and it just wasn't working well for them. So, when we took over, now we're open all 5 days. We're fully staffed, fully stocked, but obviously it's just not making revenue as it's supposed to be. So we're trying to see what else can we do to bring that back.
Okay. Small question. I hear you use the word we a lot. Do you have a
Good.
partner or do you mean the
Yeah.
team you work with?
No, we are three partners. We own
Okay.
these two locations. So this Med Spa is a franchise. They have total of I think 7 or 8 locations. Out of that, we have 2 locations that we own.
Okay. So afterwards, you will most likely need to talk with your partners about it, or are you allowed to make
No,
a
it all it,
decision?
it I can make a decision as long as obviously it makes sense financially and results needs to be the important thing.
Okay, I get that. So I first want to fully focus on the one that's open, right?
The good thing is you have clarified that pretty quickly and you did it in a decent manner. Like obviously you could have asked it with a little bit more authority. Like, by the way, if I can ask, you have constantly mentioned we. How is it structured? The good way you wanted to ask it is, do you mean the team or do you have any partners? Because I just simply want to understand if you are the key decision maker. So you have just basically would have saved up yourself the second part of the question, which was, oh, but by the end of it, can you make a decision or do you need to speak to the partners? But so far, so good. Besides that, terrific.
Right now, just to get a clear understanding of it. So are you gonna keep all the treatments they were doing currently? Are you gonna add any?
Yeah, we're gonna add more treatment. So we already added like the Morpheus 8. We had the hydrofacial. Well, they actually had the hydrofacial, but we added Morpheus 8 to it. In the future, in about a month time, we're thinking about adding M Sculpt to that location. We already have M Sculpt at the newer location that's opening, but not this
Okay,
location has Vela Shape. Vela Shape is kind of old, so we're trying to get M Sculpt there. But obviously, we're
right.
adding the wellness portion to both of these, where it's not just med spa. We want to add male treatments. We want to add, IV treatments. We want to add the NAD pluses. So more of wellness sort of, pushing it with it as well.
So are you gonna also keep the staff that's in there for now that you can start
Yeah,
from
yeah,
now,
of
or
course.
okay,
Yeah, everything that they had, we're gonna keep.
okay. Yeah, I've heard before that they are like, no, we're gonna get new ones, but yeah, it takes a lot of time, and we want to make sure that if we create content for you, that's it's on the right time. That's we
Oh
don't have to
yeah,
push it every week.
yeah, for
So
sure. No, it's we're pretty big on kind of staying with the industry to make sure that we keep bringing our clients.
okay. So how many clients did you keep after taking over the company? How many returning clients do you still have at the moment?
So they have a database of about 11,000 customers, but not all of them are retention clients. We haven't seen, I mean, we see people coming right now that are older book or they're booked by the esthetician, and they do most of the time. I think they're returning, but we're not seeing a huge number yet, and that might just be because these months are kind of slow, like December, January, February. We might see a shift next month, but so far we haven't seen that big of a response from the older clients. We tried sending an email, blast to them too. Some of them responded saying take us off the list. Some of them didn't respond. So we are doing that, but obviously we haven't seen a big result yet.
Average, how many new clients do you get in at the moment?
Oh, that average is very low. Maybe like since we took over, we probably added 10 to 15 new clients. But I don't think in the 4-month period that's enough.
Oh, I completely understand that. That's not a lot. So, how much on average do you earn for each new client?
So you say on average, obviously the highest ticket items comes from the in-mode machine, the Morpheus.
Yes.
And the others are microneedling and hydrofacial. Those are not that high of ticket item. I would say an average would be about $400, $350 to $400. But obviously that needs to go up when it comes to and we're not even getting a lot of fillers and tox plan. That's another issue that we're seeing.
You're looking to get more fillers and more of the high tickets clients?
Exactly.
Okay. So, how much is the take home for you from the 350, 400?
Take home for us, you mean like our after expenses?
Yes.
I would say after we pay our esthetician, product costs, probably about 150, 120.
That's not a
And these
bad
are
take
just
home.
rough numbers because, yeah, I mean, these are rough numbers that we just took over, and this is new for us too. So we're kind of still pivoting to understand, how all this works.
Yeah, I get that. It's hard when you only have like 3 months, well, 2.5 to actually look at. It's just, I'm looking if we can help each other, and if we can, we want to make sure that our plan is as adjusted as possible to your company. That's why I
Makes
prefer
sense.
to know what kind of clients are you looking for.
Mhm. Yeah, and we signed up with Repeat MD for memberships. We also are offering memberships. So we're trying to push all aspects around.
Have you also asked about the LTV? So, for example, he told you that the average take home on, for example, the Morpheus 8 is 150 to 120. Have you also asked how many? Here, perfect also moment to show a little bit of niche knowledge where you can, for example, say, hey, I know Morpheus X it's something that people normally tend to, you know, utilize every 2 weeks or every month. So how many of those clients do you see coming back? Obviously, you have just taken over the med spa, but then I'm pretty confident in saying you should have noticed that in the last 2.5 months. Because that will show your business expertise and your niche knowledge. Have you even asked about the LTV?
No.
Okay.
We're making,
But like thus far, obviously, like you need to sound a little bit more confident. But thus far, not bad. Besides
No,
terrific, still.
wait till
Terrific
the
still.
end.
Okay.
you know, we're making content, you know, we're trying to kind of train our esthetician nurses that, hey, content is a big deal, social media content, and you need to keep pushing out. So they're not used to that. The previous ownership didn't do that much. So they're kind of camera shy, but we kind of made a statement that you have to be okay with this thing.
Yeah, these days you have to be on social media. I know not everybody likes it, but you need to follow the traffic. You said you worked with other agencies before.
Yes.
Just to get a quick view, how big was your closing rate before from all the new leads you got in?
It's very bad because, like I said in the beginning, that, you know, if we generate a daily leads of 20 leads, we probably close like 1 or 2, if anything, you know, which is horrible. And people don't answer phone calls. That's another issue. Like we're calling them 3 times, 4 times, we're texting them, we're emailing them, and we're not really getting a response. And the response we're getting when we say, okay, you know, they ask for pricing, then a lot of people, I mean, micro needling at $199 is a pretty aggressive price. You know, you're in this industry, you understand. Usually it's $399 or $247, but even at that.
See, the good thing is 15 minutes in the call, he actually thinks you know the industry. So that's a good sign.
Yeah.
At that point, they're
I
like,
didn't
oh,
understand the
it's a
thing.
lot of money, you know. So
Sorry?
I didn't understand a lot about the stuff he was saying, some bits, but
What have you not understood, as an example? Because currently
no,
he was only
just
telling.
when he talks about the treatments and when he wasn't calling numbers, I was just nodding a little bit. I didn't know if he was right or wrong. I just knew I need to do something and not look dumb at him.
See, the good thing is, thanks to this call, you now, for example, know what devices he was using, what devices are old, what devices are new. So you can also inform yourself deeper into those devices. And on the next call, you can literally ask people if they have them. Because that will show that you are on top of the newest things in the industry. And micro needle, you should know that. It's, for example, for acne treatments, as an example.
I don't think $199 for micro needling is a lot of money. I think it's a pretty aggressive price. I'm just giving you an example. You know, so I don't think they're good leads, and I think the other companies, whoever we worked with so far, are more focused on meta leads. They don't do, you know, Google. And I'm not purposely big on SEO because this is a franchise, so they have to do their own SEO, which I don't think they do well. But obviously, you know, we have to do something to make sure this keeps moving. I just think the quality of leads are not great.
Totally understand that.
I don't know what you ask here, but that would be a perfect moment of speaking of leads. What current outreach methods do you even have? Like, how are you currently generating those leads that you have, for example, just mentioned, where you said if you generate 20 leads, you turn it into 1 or 2 clients? Because not only you will ask the question that you definitely want an answer to, but you will also showcase that you're listening to him. And people tend to like you more if you use the words that are coming out of their mouth. Unless you want to show more expertise, that's when you are just saying words that are just higher of the like level of English. But this will be, for example, the perfect part where you can also mirror to dive deeper into the informations. Do you know what mirroring is?
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but
Well, you can mirror in various different ways. Mirror can be something as simple as when, for example, Matthew just moved his head and I moved my head. Or if he's gonna wrap his hands around, then I'm gonna wrap my hands around. Or do a similar movement where even if he's not gonna notice that I'm copying him, his brain is gonna notice him. Like his brain is gonna notice my movement that is gonna be similar to his. So he's gonna have a better feeling about it. Or very often mirroring will be just simply utilizing the words that other people used to either dive deeper into something that they meant. As an example, if let's say someone is gonna mention to you, I get leads in various different ways. And then you just stop and the person is gonna automatically respond, like give you a response towards what he meant by it. Does that make sense?
yeah. Let's see if there's anything I'm forgetting. So, if you think beside all the agency, what is your strategy plan to get more in? Like, what's your goal and how are you gonna get it just for you, just to see if we can adjust to it?
Yeah, so my goal is to make $100,000 a month for both of these locations each, which I think is attainable, right? Because of the location that we're in, our locations are very good. They're both in around areas of downtown Chicago. Both of our locations are around the areas where people are making 110, 180K plus, so they have money. This is a self-pay, so obviously you have to make sure that people have it's professional people around you, and then we offer 3 different ways of financing it, so that they can take advantage of. But my goal is to reach 100K a month each location, which I think is a pretty attainable goal for these type of businesses. So I'm not saying I want to make $1 million a month because that's unrealistic, right? So I want to keep it at a realistic pace, and I think 100K is a pretty realistic number to reach.
If you want to be a dick, what you will say in this moment is, yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that's doable. We will just, even if you say your goal will be 1 million, we will just focus ourselves on bringing the 2 locations to 100,000 and then just make 10 of them.
And obviously, our goal is to add more new clients. Right now, even the retained client, those are important, but they're not really giving us a lot of business at the moment. I'm not writing them off, but that's what we're seeing so far. And obviously, the new location is going to be completely brand new, so that's something that we need to add a lot of new clients to.
Okay. Well, I think I got most of the information. If you want, we could go to the presentation. I can show you how our...
Really, Nika? You have everything? So how much is he making on a monthly basis? How much revenue was the business making before he bought it?
I don't have anything.
What's the estimate of him making this year? What was the difference in between how much the business was making on monthly from before he bought it and when he overtook it? You don't even know how much of, like, he told you there is a database of 11,000 customers, and he said he's not able to bring many of them back. But how much was he able to bring? And he also mentioned they are always retaining clients that he doesn't want to give as much focus to because he wants to just generate more money with this business. What's the number? Because in the worst case, you will have that number. You can multiply it by 120 take home, and then you will know how much he made. And then you can double check with him. So far, you've been asking decent questions. You're still missing information. Like, Yeah, I'm gonna cut it here because like AJ is probably gonna join in a minute. I'm more than happy to review it tomorrow. I'm just gonna write myself down 18 minutes, 51 seconds. Because currently you're missing LTV, like how many of those clients are actually retaining. What is the current active database of clients? Because he said he has a database of 11,000, but he also mentioned a lot of them are not coming back.
Yeah.
So what's the number? What was the business doing before he overtook it, and what, like, how much is it making now? Again, you don't even need to ask him that specifically. You could just literally ask. But well, in the like before he overtook it, you could ask that. But then here, because like there is a reason why he bought it. But now you could literally just ask how many times does he see on average coming in on month, like on in the last 2.5 months, because then you could have calculated it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Your frame, not bad. Like you're not moving much, but I think you were either typing on your MacBook on your laptop, or you were smacking it, so the camera was wibbling. But besides that, like pretty decent. Just please don't start your call with saying terrific next time.
I won't, I promise.
Like thus far, not bad. Take into consideration it's your first call.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck AJ is. Just thinking he's gonna be here now. If he's not gonna join in 1 minute, I'm just gonna review the rest with you guys. In the meantime, any questions? Because I will generally prefer to give it more time to just actually review the outstanding 20 minutes. If you guys don't mind, we will just do it tomorrow. By the way, Nick, why is your camera off? This is one thing you forgot. Throughout the whole call, you were speaking to basically someone without a camera. You could have literally asked at the beginning of the call, oh, by the way, I can hear you, but I'm not able to see you. Is there a reason for it?
I was probably too nervous and forgot to ask afterwards. I was also thinking that because this was very awkward.
Okay, then for the future, you know. For someone who was very stressed, you don't seem stressed, so that's fun. And yeah, the beauty of working as a chef.
Yes.
You don't show that you're shitting your pants, because there is no time for shitting your pants in the kitchen. Okay, I don't know where fucking age is, so I'm just gonna move forward with it.
Our company works, and see if you have any doubts or anything, I can help you in the meantime. Does that sound good?
Yeah, this sounds good.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let's see.
Oh, fuck me, he just joined. By the way, you're opening presentation for such a long time.
No, I had it
That's
open, but I was trying to press it open, and normally it says like all the things you have open, you can pick one, and it didn't say it,
okay.
so I had to put my screen in the end. I told them.
There you go. Cool, but then we're just gonna continue tomorrow at 18:51. Okay, cool. Then guys, I leave you with the balding man, and I see you tomorrow. Yes.
See you tomorrow.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm also doing good. Okay, so Nika, is the issue fixed now?
No, when I try to use my computer, my internet is still really, really bad. So
No, no, no. Like, have you fixed the video problem?
Oh
Like the
yeah,
audio?
I got it fixed.
Okay, awesome then. And Atush, how are you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm also doing good, sir. Thanks for asking. So, guys, pretty straightforward stuff. Please fill this form, formalities, and apart from this, uh, I think there's nothing much to discuss, but I want you guys to please book in 4 calls. That is all I want to say. And if you have any questions for me at the moment, feel free to ask. Like whether it's regarding, outreach or any other things. And Matush, one more thing, like when we had a call today,
Yes.
so did you ask those questions from Ernest or you forgot?
No. I didn't forgot. I asked something else, but not with regards to we discussed together. But we were reviewing sales calls from Rika, so that's more important than my questions. But
Okay.
I'm gonna book one-to-one meeting with Ernest and we can discuss this
Yes.
in this meeting.
Then
It
that's
would be
fine.
much better.
No worries, no worries. Then that's fine. Then that's fine.
Also, probably I'm gonna fill in this form later because in 10 minutes I
Mm-hmm.
may have a sales call.
Mm-hmm.
But like I called this prospect 4 times today and she didn't pick up. So for now, I'm not really sure how to fill everything in because I'm not really sure if she's gonna show up on the call. So I'm
Okay,
gonna
no
fill
worries,
it
no
later.
worries. Yeah, no worries, no worries. You're having a call in 10 minutes, right?
Yes.
You've got any questions for me at the moment?
Oh, not really.
Okay. So I guess that's pretty much it. And Nika, what about you? You've got any questions?
No.
Well, everything is, I guess, pretty much fixed for today. Like we had a call. So
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. But the only thing that I want to say is, guys, please do book in the calls, like the 15 minutes call.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And all the best,
Yeah.
Mitush, for your sales call.
Yeah. Thank you.
Just do it well, okay?
Yeah. Also, I have one question, but in
Sure.
that case, I need to share my screen with you because I want
Yeah,
to ask you.
sure. Do it, please.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, Nika, you can please. Oh, you can go. Thank you
Okay,
for joining
cool.
the call. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Okay, so here we go, right?
Yes. I'm not sure
Um,
like why I have added that image, but it looks good.
yeah, but the thing is that
Yeah.
I don't know why, but you only have like these possibilities here with times,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know why are you still starting like 15 minutes after like 3 p.m. or 4 p.m., right? Like
15
it's not a
minutes.
problem. I can do it in like
Uh-huh.
this time is the best for me, but it would be the best like 15 minutes earlier, so 5 p.m. in my time. So
So
that's I wanted to ask.
don't mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Don't worry.
why do you have it like this?
No. It's not like why do we have, but like the thing is, even though the times that I've set it up in this, it's pretty much messed up, I would say. I'll be
Mhm.
honest, because I've messed up a few things in this. But what we can do is, let's say you want to join at 17, right?
Yes.
15 minutes earlier. So then that's fine. See, let's say if I have a call on 16:45, right? 16:45 to 17, I have one call, right? Just DM me 15 minutes earlier that AJ, let's have a call 15 minutes earlier, and then I'm gonna jump on the call straight away. I'm
Yeah,
gonna end
but
the previous call as soon as possible, and then we
no,
can.
like you don't have to because like we also had our session today in the same time, like 17:15 here. And
Uh-huh.
it doesn't really matter because basically I can still just do some cold calls before our session, so that's not a problem. So
Hmm.
but I just wanted to ask you because it's a little bit unusual to start at 17:15 and not 17 o'clock, right?
I need to check. I need to genuinely check this. Pardon me for that, but let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. Don't worry about that
Mhm.
17:50. Like, just do book the call at 17:15. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, like specifically for you. I have to join the call at 17, like 15 minutes earlier.
Like I said, it's not a problem for me. Like we can do it 17:15. It's not a big deal for me, right?
I genuinely don't have any answer for this. Like, why is it starting from 17:15?
Yeah,
But
okay,
there's one more thing. There's one more thing. Like, if I'm doing these 15 minutes call, right? What Calendly does is it gives a 15-minute pause just for the break, and then it starts the another call. Because I've seen even in the my calendar as well, Calendly, it is doing the same thing.
Yeah, I think you can adjust this buffer time after your meeting.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. Thanks for noticing that. I'll
But
definitely.
like you don't have to do anything. I'm just curious. Like, why do you have it like that?
No
Because
worries, man.
like I said, it's a little bit unusual to start at 17:15, but it's up
No
to you,
worries.
right?
I get it. I get it. I'll take a look. I'll take a look. But for now, like, just go with the flow and please book in the meetings.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
fix it.
We have another meeting tomorrow at the same time like today, and from there I'm gonna book some more meetings.
Yeah, sure. And I guess you're doing the cold. You've done the cold calling for today, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Then we're gonna do a few call audits, like only a few ones, the ones in which you've got the positive response, and let's see, positive as well as a few of the negative one.
Okay.
That you feel like, okay, these calls could be positive, but like for some reason, they were negative.
I have a very simple answer for this because I booked in a meeting today, so I have one positive response.
Okay.
At least, right?
Okay then. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, Medush, anything else you got for me?
No.
All right then, brother. All the best for your call. Have a great day.
Thanks. You
Just
too.
make it happen. See you then.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.